Alright guys, so what's happening? So in this video we're going to be talking about Vinland Saga. So I just finished it the other day and I really just wanted to bring you my feelings on this show and why I really think that you should watch it. So let's talk about it. So Vinland Saga is a manga that's currently being published in Kodansha. And it's a historical manga about Vikings, and it recently got an anime by Wit Studio, and it has 24 episodes, and I really loved it, and I just need to talk about it. So first we're going to be talking about the story. So it focuses on the main character Thorfinn, and I'm not going to get into any spoilers, except for maybe some very minor ones at the beginning, but that's about it. So you're focusing on Thorfinn, and what the story is, it's really his story of becoming a man and growing into adulthood. And it just follows him throughout his life and how he grows and what he's feeling and his experiences. And it's just a very, very powerful story. It's so good, and it's so emotional too. It really made me tear up at some point. And this isn't like some romance like made to make you cry show. Like, this is raw, it's emotional, it's powerful, and it's real, and it's that kind of show. It's not something casual that you jump in and watch and have a laugh or just have fun with. It's like a very good story, and it's very powerful, and it's something that really stays with you, and it has a lot of meaning to it. It's not just like, it's not popular because it's fulfilling some trope or fantasy and has a lot of fan service. Like, no, it's none of that. Like, it's very real, and it's just so good, and it's historical. So a lot of like the time periods and like the battles and the characters are actually like real life things. So the characters actually existed, the battles actually happened. The story itself, how it focuses on Thorfinn, isn't really that itself isn't really real. I mean, Thorfinn was an actual character in history, but the story itself is, made up. So the story focuses on Thorfinn, as well as characters like Thor's, which is Thorfinn's dad, and Askeladd, he's a mercenary, and it's just so good. So yeah, that's really, I don't really want to get into spoilers or anything that really happens with the story. Yeah, I don't want to get into spoilers with the story because it's just so good, and I don't want to ruin any surprises or anything to that sort. But like, if something like that sounds appealing to you, like a very powerful, emotional, real story about a character, about how he grows up and develops, and just what he goes through and experiences and lives through in this medieval Viking world, and you know how Vikings are, they raid, they pillage, like, definitely check it out because there's a lot to the story. It starts out a bit slow. It starts out like daily normal life, and then like, things really get going. It's just setting the stage for the first couple episodes, and I think by episode 4ish, that's when it really takes off. It's really by the end of episode 4 where you're really going to be interested and like hooked and be like, all right, I see what this story is going to be going for now. Like, really, I want to see what's going to happen now. But it's just so good. So if that kind of thing is really intriguing and interesting to you, then definitely check it out. If it's not, it is what it is, but I really recommend that you at least try it anyway, because it's something different and it's really something wonderful. All right, presentation. So a lot of times manga or light novels get adaptations that are just really garbage, and fan bases are so mad. And you know how animes are, they never get a second season most of the time because it's just promotional material basically. But the anime for Vinland Saga is top tier. It has very good art, very good animation. Like, there's a lot of battles. The battles are like fantastic, and it's not like it's historical. It's like real. So it's not like you have like super flashy powers like shooting energy beams or anything like that. Like, it's like very like realish combat. Like, sure, it's not totally real. Like, there are like very, very strong characters and things that happen. Like, maybe could that really happen? I don't know. But like, it's so solid. And there is CG, but it's not really bad CG. It's not the greatest CG, but it's not bad by any means. It's good. It's good. It's also, like I said, very, very emotional. Like I said, it made me tear up, and those emotional points really hit home, especially with the soundtrack in Vinland Saga. It's so amazing. And I'm not just talking like the OSTs. The openings and endings are also very solid. Like, even if you haven't heard of this show, or probably you've heard of it, but even if you haven't watched it, I'm sure you've heard of the song Mukanjo. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's like, that's the song that everybody's talking about and loves to cover. But people are sleeping on that second opening, like Dark Crow. That one, that's a banger too. I actually maybe like it even more than the first opening. And then the endings are very, very good as well. I know a lot of people don't really like to watch the endings because they just like to hop right into the next episode, but I love endings. They're just so good. So yeah, the soundtrack in Vinland Saga is very, very good as well. And there's 24 episodes, so you are getting 2 openings, 2 endings, and a lot of, OSTs. So like, overall, the presentation is very solid. The art's beautiful, the animation is beautiful. And that's about all I have to say. Like, everything presentation art-wise was just really, really good. I loved it. So overall, I honestly don't have anything bad to say about Vinland Saga. It's very, very good. The art was good. The animation's good. The story is good. The soundtrack is good. Like, it's all just so amazing. And I really got to hammer this home. Like, it's a very mature story as well. So if you're somebody that just likes to sit back, casual watcher, have a laugh, this isn't going to be for you. But if you're somebody that wants to really get engaged in a powerful and meaningful story, this is for you. Vinland Saga is top tier. 24 episodes by Studio Wit. I've never heard of Studio Wit, but they're definitely on my radar now with what they've done with Vinland Saga. And I definitely want to pick up that manga now, because Vinland Saga anime was total greatness. And I know a lot of people are probably sleeping on Vinland Saga because, Demon Slayer, I believe, was the same season. Demon Slayer hype took over the world. So Vinland Saga really got overshadowed, and it's a crime, because Vinland Saga is just as good, if not better, than Demon Slayer. I really can't recommend this show enough. It's just so good. And I know in this video I didn't really talk about a lot. Maybe I didn't really say a lot that would get you invested. But if what I did say kind of piqued your interest, then I highly recommend you watch it. Because I didn't want to get into spoilers in this video, because normally I go full spoiler. I don't care. But like, something like this is something that you really have to experience it for yourself and not be spoiled on, because I don't know, guys. It's just something that you really got to see for yourself and experience for yourself. And it's something you'll never forget. It's not one of those anime that you watch and like 2 days later you can't remember anything that happened or any of the characters' names, if you even knew them in the first place. Like, this is something that will stick through with you. That's something that you will always remember, and it's just very solid. And shit, I teared up watching it. I'm tearing up now making this video, thinking about what happened. Like, very solid, and that's high praise for me. That doesn't happen to me a lot. I've only cried twice for anime. It was Clannad, and when I was very young and I was watching SAO, like the very end of the Aincrad arc. But it doesn't happen for me often. Well, then there's a couple others that I've like teared up and not fully cried, but like, that does not happen often with me. And for fellow guys that are watching, I'm sure you know, like, we don't experience much emotion. So for this to evoke these powerful emotions for me, even a couple days after I've watched it, I just really can't recommend this show enough. I can't sing its praises enough. Please go out and watch it. Please go out and read it. Please support the author and tell people about it. It's just so good. What would I rate it? 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Great show. Vinland Saga. Go watch it. See you guys in the next video. Please give my video a like if you liked it. Tell me in the comments how you thought this video could have been better and what you liked. And please subscribe if you want to see my content in the future. I'll see you guys in the future video. Remember, please watch Vinland Saga. See ya.